Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Last episode we dealt with the little town and all the bards that were defacing me
Quiet
um,
footsteps.
with all their false slander. And now we're gonna go deal with Nyrissa by going into her dreams with Linzi. So let's talk to the storyteller and tell him everything is ready. Everything is prepared for the dream ritual. I am ready. How unusual. I do not collect the story, but help create it. Good luck, Your Highness, and may the gods guide your way. It's a shame that it's only Linzi and I. I would rather have pretty much anyone else, to be honest. Alright, as soon as we get in here, though, we're gonna have to buff up. Because I don't know what to expect. I do have a guide open, so I kind of do, but I'm not sure how dangerous it's gonna be. Okay.
And Linzi was called forth.
So first things first. I haven't used Linzi in so long. Okay, got all those. Got that. Okay.
Our sister, our mistress, our queen. Hail to our queen. Stop calling me that. In the darkest hours and the brightest days, you simply called me sister. I need no other title. Your songs and laughter accompanied me in my happiest moments. I would rather not shift them to honorifics. The time of my triumph is nigh, sisters. I want to share it with you as I have always shared my secrets, my sorrows, and my joys. Even after I become an eldest, I shall not abandon you. My realm will be the kingdom of spring, love, and life, and you will all be most welcome there. Be happy, sister. Be victorious, sister.
Wow, we're inside her dream. Maybe we should try talking to her. She may not quite be the real Nyrissa, but that's kind of the point. In her dreams, she can let out the things she would never say in the real world.
Be careful, Nyrissa. You have always been the bravest of us, and none deserve to be an eldest more than you. But these ambitions may come with a steep price.
Perhaps I have always been the bravest, Devindra, but you have always been the grumpiest. We are blessed with eternal life, but we keep living out each day, abiding by rules we had no hand in creating. My plan is daring, you say? Well then, so be it.
I simply pray we do not end up paying a price we cannot bear.
What realm were you talking about? Why did they call you queen?
Can you hear them? 1,000 voices. I can hear them. They call to me. But not the way I wanted, no. I should have been a queen. Instead, I reduced kingdoms to dust. And did you not help me with that? Why are you not yet among the fallen?
They dare threaten me.
Help use the Deface Sisters. Did she get the Baleful Gaze? No, I don't think so. Let's go for this first. Recognize the whale.
serves you right.
Oh, these guys are pretty weak. How much health do they have?
Stab their backs.
They're dying instantly.
You deserved it.
Cover me.
Any
Weird.
last wishes?
Why are we, there we go. What's the point? We should be careful. Dreams are already full of monsters. I dread to think what we find inside Nyrissa's head. A Jabberwock.
I cannot lose. Finish me, scum. I will not bow my head.
What? Can the self-proclaimed queen not fight off a mere animal of the kennel? I come not to kill you. A trial awaits you, trespasser. I shall simply make sure you get there without getting lost along the way.
I cannot lose.
Interesting. Oh, I remember him.
Listen to me, trespasser. You sought a kingdom. I seek something simpler. Haughty. Guilty.
I do things my way.
Cursed. As you sought to steal a kingdom for yourself, so must you do again. 1,000 times over.
The Lantern
For a
King.
theft, a true theft, must be practiced to be earned. It will be a lengthy task. This is how it shall be measured. Make ruins of kingdoms. When each is dust, the grains shall gather in this vessel. When 1,000 grains are gathered, bring it before us as an offering, so that an eldest may sip from it.
So that's why she's
When that
doing
is
this.
done, your trespass shall be forgiven.
Where will I find so many nations? It is...
An impossible task? How? Let your unrequited love guide you. Guided you to your first kingdom, so it shall again.
So she was cursed by the Lantern King to do
Seek
this.
it, hunt for it, lust for it. Let the emptiness inside you become your deadliest weapon. It is not an impossible task. After all, what use is an apology that cannot ever be given?
Cursed. Did I truly deserve all this?
You could have refused to comply with their demands to commit those evil deeds, but you agreed to it, and so you are also guilty.
So many wish to judge me. As someone who cannot comprehend the burden of the curse, you assume far too much. Burn!
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration. This is where I step in.
Your death awaits.
It's a one-shot on all of these guys.
My lady, there's nothing we can do. The powers of those who've hidden the briar exceed our own in many ways.
Why search for that which has ruined me? He said, let your unrequited love guide you to the doomed kingdoms. No, I will not search any longer, but I must find it. Come now, start searching. It must be here in the stolen lands.
My lady, there's nothing we can do. The powers of those who've hidden the briar exceed our own in many ways.
Why search for that which has ruined me?
Let's head this way. Can we? Oh, I guess not.
Said, let your unrequited love guide you to the
Here. Nope. Talk to Nyrissa.
I will not search any longer. I told them to search. Find it. It is pointless. Come now, start searching. It must be here in the stolen lands. Do you see? They ripped my heart out and threw it into your world. And something else was torn out with it.
Your kindness? Your soul?
No, something deeper. Brighter, I suppose. I only know the sound of this word, but not its meaning. A burning word. A stupid word. Love.
I don't believe the soul can be irreparably damaged. Perhaps not all is lost for you after all. Ooh. In the eerie silence following the Queen's last words, we heard a strange melodic chime. The world around us began melting into a colorful whirlwind. The insidious nymph Nyrissa was gone. The visions of her servants faded away like candle smoke. I instantly realized what was happening. We were being drawn to the deepest level of the dream. In places like these, secret memories and desires could be hidden, sometimes not even known to their owner. Incredible luck to make it there, but would we be able to return? We found ourselves in a flat area among glistening pale green rocks. The areas of lush vegetation spotting the rocks were easily recognizable as flowers of the first world. Beneath the cliffs, a forest of white trees with sky blue leaves could be seen. In the distance, the sharp spires of an ornate castle reached into colorful clouds. As we watched, the castle trembled and very slowly began moving away. It was built on the back of a huge, enormously huge, three-eyed elephant with branching tusks. I turned and realized that we had also changed our shapes, obeying the laws of the dream. Our queen had turned into... an Oceanid, a mysterious and seductive representative of the Fae people. But what had I become? The queen met my gaze and said, "Linzi, you look exactly like..." Flying inkwell. The wind blew the long white hair of the Oceanid queen, her sea blue eyes shining with an incredible light. Feeling the full power of her new goddess, the queen immediately tried. Changing reality. Unfortunately, games with reality turned out to be a bit beyond the queen's current power. With a bunch of practice, she would have surely produced the desired result. But for now, instead of shaking the foundations of the world, or erecting a castle in the clouds, she turned herself into a tree. A very tall and slender tree, covered with flowers. A melodic laugh suddenly rang out of nowhere. Not offensive, but rather inspiring. It seemed someone was watching the queen's attempts. It was none other than Nyrissa herself approaching, but something in her appearance was strikingly different from the insidious, cold-blooded villain we've come to know. There was no shadow of arrogance or anger in her face, just cheerful sparkles in her bright blue eyes. "I'm glad to meet new guests in my domain. Greetings." She didn't seem to recognize us at all. "So is this your realm?" "Oh yes." The nymph pointed to the forest below with an elegant gesture. Obeying her will, all the trees immediately changed their colors, turning from white and blue to red and gold, then to an elegant green. I am Nyrissa. This is my 1,000 breaths. She picked up one of the flowers that had fallen from the branches of the queen tree, and with a sly smile placed it in her hair. I like you, stranger. Will you stay with me? Soon I will become something much more than I am now. Soon my domain will become larger, more beautiful, its borders open to the bravest, most wonderful creatures, all with blazing souls. Together we will create a dreamland unlike any the first world has ever known. Silence fell for a moment before the queen finally replied. This is a crazy plan. Give it up or you'll lose everything. For a moment, doubt flashed in the beautiful eyes of the nymph, but then she spoke with an unprecedented ardency, as though trying to convince the queen, or perhaps herself. I will not give up. Not a chance. Even a simple drop of water lives a more interesting life than we children of the first world. A drop may ascend and fall, freeze and melt, dance with lightning in the storm, or create a rainbow. We are capable of much more, but we live out each day without trying to change anything in the world or in our destiny. I want more. I will achieve more. I'll become one of the eldest. I will create the realm of my dreams. As Nyrissa spoke, the scene blurred in a mosaic of colors, and her voice began sounding more distant, fading away. For a moment, there was darkness, and we found ourselves in a completely different place, but it seemed vaguely familiar. A stone platform with a pedestal in the middle. That was something we'd already seen in the first world, back when we were looking for a way to get rid of the ever-blooming flower. As in that old vision, Nyrissa sat on the pedestal, her head bowed low, just a shadow of the proud and powerful nymph we'd spoken with but recently. The place she sat literally emanated an intense pressure and a feeling of stiffness. My guess is it was some sort of magical prison. As we approached, Nyrissa raised her head, and she spoke in a muffled voice. You. I remember you. Our meeting is the last of my brightest memories. The evanescent dream. Afterward, there was the battle. My sisters, slain by the monster with such ease, like wind extinguishing candles. Defeat and pain. Why have you come? To relish in my despair? No, don't succumb to evil and despair, only then will you have a chance. Something strange shone in the nymph's eyes. It was as if the words of the queen had been imprinted somewhere deep in her soul. With these final words, the vision faded, taking us back to where we had entered this crazy world of melting dreams.
My Skylark, your song is sad today. What happened? Once young deer have barely grown their antlers, they face their fathers in fierce combat. Have you ever seen it? The time has come. You are a stag now, not some defenseless fawn. Go and fight. You were born for glory, my wolf cub. There is room in this world for all sorts of different birds. Some sing sweetly, while others screech proudly. But the peacock displays bright feathers to outshine them all. Be my peacock. Shine! You will become a king whose glory shall overshadow all within the river kingdoms. If you lose, my heart stops along with yours. My Skylark, your song is sad today. What happened? So easily trapped. Stags and wolves, skylarks and peacocks.
Armag, Tristian, the Stag Lord, Yurvedi all turned against me because of you.
I was there with you from the very first steps you made into the stolen lands. I've created a nice cage of magical fog around you. Sent you my Skylark, helped you kill my stag, guided you through dreams and visions. And I pitted my wolf and my peacock against you. Does it not please you, my hound? I gave you so much prey to chase. But what I have done matters little when compared to why I have done it. I have already lost track of so much time. For so many centuries I sought out those like you. The ambitious and bold. Those who believe they can change the world, or at least rule it. I seek them, grant them power, lead them to triumph, and then push them into the abyss.
I shall end this suffering.
Oh, they're all... Okay, we still have a couple of our...
I'll loot your corpse. Time to rob them of their treasures. They should have known better.
So we'll have to fight ourselves after fighting Iravetti.
Stab their backs. You deserved it.
I don't want to fight myself, that's dangerous as shit. Oh, they're all level 2.
Cover me.
Storm of razors.
Any last wishes?
There we go. Alright, we need a drink. Okay. That should help. Just in case.
One more grain. And another grain. One more grain. And another grain. This one took 100 years to obtain. And that one was just a week. The first bears the blood of 3 generations burned in war. The second, just 2 well-chosen words. And 1 little betrayal. This will never end. Never! Do you see this cup? It has a name, you know. The Apology. Within it is the Stag Lord and his crazy dream to become a king and take me as his queen. And Armag and his never-born barbarian empire. Who will fall in next? Pitax and its peacock king? Or you?
I know your story now, Nyrissa. Unfortunately, what I don't know is how to help you overcome the curse.
What is this, a dream? Or is someone actually playing games with me? Speaking words that pierce like arrows, teasing me with the hope of salvation beyond my reach. I have had strange dreams recently. Times before the curse, and a meeting that never occurred. So, this is a dream. But you have entered it from reality. Exquisite. Very reminiscent of the methods I typically use. For 1,000 years, none have come so close to me. And I assure you, none ever will again. But you, I like you more and more, my hound. Perhaps I have no need of that stupid peacock anymore. I could let you tear him apart if you wish. I know where a tool lies that will let you clip his wings. The evidence of his crimes. Something he's been hiding from his Pitaxian allies. But he could not hide it from me. Remember this name, White Rose Abbey. That is where Iravetti would usually meet with me in the past, and the place where you will find your tool against him.
Fine, I'll go. Let's see the worth of your words.
My brave, brave hound. We will get along nicely, I dare say.
Interesting. Let's look around here.
Precisely.
There's the way home. That was pretty interesting. Alright. But we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.